Hello everyone, welcome to the Galileo Quickstart. First, we start a dashboard from Jupyter Lab with the star icon on the launcher. Once the dashboard is loaded, we rename it to My First Dashboard in the file browser. Next, launch a notebook in the usual way from the launcher. The first thing we're going to do in the notebook is to import the libraries we'll need, the Galileo table and Galileo client libraries, as well as pandas. We're going to be using Florence Nightingale's dataset from the Crimean War, which tracked deaths for each month due to disease, wounds, and other. So we read in this data and create a table into pandas and create a table. Next, take a look and we see that there are no tables in the dashboard. So the next thing we're going to do is to create a Galileo client and use that client to send the data to the dashboard. Now there are tables in the dashboard, and the next thing to do is to create a filter to a slider to zoom in on the month axis. So we're going to go to the filters menu, create the slider, which we're going to call the month zoomer. It's going to be a double slider, and it's going to be on the column month. It appears in the top left, and we drag it to whatever we want. It goes from months 1 to 24. Now we create a view. A view is a restricted subset of a table, and it has rows that are filtered by widgets. So we're going to use the month zoomer to select the rows that we want to see in this view. So we create it, we pick the column statically that we want to see. We want months, disease, wounds, and other, and then we select the month zoomer to choose the rows. And now we use that view as the input to a chart. And what this lets us do is have the chart respond to actions of the month zoomer. So we create the chart, say the view we just created is the input, use the chart editor to pick the kind of chart that we want, and style it, and there it appears. We go into edit mode by clicking the arrow in order to resize the chart and position it, using the halo of tools that appears around the chart. And then we go into interaction mode to play with the slider. And as you can see, as we move the slider, we zoom in on the month axis. Next, we're going to create a drill down. So when we click on one of the columns on the chart, we see the detail for that month. And here, the table we're going to use to do this is the detail summary with from Florence Nightingale's report. So we go off, read that table in, create a table for it, and then send it over to the dashboard. And now we create a view. And in this view, we're going to be over the detail table, and it's going to use the chart we just created as a filter to select the month. So we create the view, which we're going to call month detail, and we're going to pick from the detail chart the columns cause and deaths, not months, because we're going to select that with the summary view chart. Every chart in our system acts as a filter. When you click on it, it picks whatever's on the category axis. And now we use that as the input to the month detail chart. Pick the chart. We're going to use a pie chart. Again, go into edit mode to resize the chart, make it a little bit smaller, and drag it to the right place. And now we go into interaction mode, and we see that the column chart, summary view, indeed picks the month for the pie chart as we click on it. And again, we can zoom the axes as before, reposition the chart. We're just about done. Now what we'd like to do is to add and format a title. So we go to the top bar and click on the A to pick text. And now we're going to lay down a text box and type in a title, Florence Nightingale's dataset. We want to style this, so we go over to the right sidebar, and under a rich text, click on increase the font size, position it. We'll reset the alignment to center, and then we'll use the color chooser to choose a nice colored font for it. Maybe a nice purple. Now that we've done that, there's this little border around the text that we don't want. So we iconify away the rich text menu and the shape menu. Go to border. We see there's a 1 pixel wide border. We make that 0, so now that's gone. And now all we have to do is save the file. And all we have to do is put the file anywhere it has a URL, and it's instantly published to the web. Thank you.